Hello all! So even more movie news from the horror site Bloody Disgusting that sounded pretty interesting that I felt like talking about. Some new news on Tremors 6. I'll once again share the link with the video about the Bloody Disgusting news report. But yeah, this was a news report on Tremors 6, the latest installment in the Tremors series, and just basically going over what its plot will be. Now, if you haven't seen the Tremors films, you should. They're really, really, really good. Actually, the original Tremors is my second favorite big, huge monster attacks movie of all time. If you're curious, my favorite big, huge monster attack movie of all time would be The Host. Tremor being the second favorite, and my third favorite being the original black and white subtitle old school Godzilla. And my fourth being Shin Godzilla that just came out recently last year. That was amazing. But anyways, Tremors. Tremors is a very, very unique series. It has obvious horror elements, but it's so lighthearted and playful. You can't label it as a horror. And as such, it doesn't really fit into any genre. It just has this extremely unique feel. And that feel just feels Tremors. It only fits with Tremors. It kind of reminds me of Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters isn't quite funny enough to be a comedy. It's not scary enough to be a horror. It's just Ghostbusters. And Tremors is just Tremors. It doesn't fit into any other genre. It's just its own unique thing. And the really impressive thing about the Tremors series as a whole is, even though some of the films might not be as good as some of the other installments, each one has done a very good job of replicating that very unique feel and feeling like extremely like a Tremors film. Each one replicates that feel very, very well. Now, yeah, the films did go down in quality. 2 wasn't quite as good as number 1. 3 wasn't quite as good as number 2. 4 wasn't quite as good as number 3. And then the TV show was, well, I was only up to watching one episode because it just wasn't that interesting. But number 5 was a big step up, and that one I would say is just a little bit weaker than number 2. So not a massive improvement, but a massive considering the slight slouch in the series. And even though 4 is a bit weak, it's still not bad in any way. So I would say overall, it's definitely one of the better movie series out there. Anyways, news is that now the plot for number 6 has been announced. And it's actually a really interesting one. It once again brings something completely new to the table, which is also one of the things that makes the Tremors series really good. So far, despite all the installments, we haven't had an installment that really repeated the steps of the old ones. They always bring something new to the table. Specifically, a new type of graboid creature of some kind. So the plot of this new one is that Burt Gummer, the hero of the series, the guy that's literally come back in every single movie, is hired to do battle with graboids in Canada, up way in Canada where it's really, really cold. And while he's there, he starts to realize that Canadians might be trying to weaponize graboids and turn them into their next, I guess, Wolverine Weapon X program. And he realizes he has to stop this, but at the same time, he gets bitten by a new type of graboid that poisons him, and he's going to die in just about 2 days unless he finds some kind of antidote. So, wow, that's quite the plot. What's really interesting about this is in number 5, it stated that there was different races of the main Tremors species called the graboid. And it was because of evolution. Like, if the graboids started in one part of the world, they evolved in one such way, and in a different part of the world, they evolved in a different such way. So you saw in number 5 graboids from Africa, and they were vastly different than what we had seen before. Now we're getting graboids in a very cold environment. All the graboids we've seen so far have had to live in hot environments, or else they'd freeze to death. So to live in a cold environment right off the bat, the creature would have to be vastly different than what we've seen before. And also, of course, they've never used any type of poisons or venoms before. So once again, vastly different. So it's quite clear just from the plot synopsis that we're going to get a new monster unlike anything we've ever seen before. Now, that's not really new to the series, though. Each installment tries to bring a new monster that unlike anything we've ever seen before. But this one sounds really interesting. Like, if it has to plow through not just Earth, but now snow and ice, I'm thinking it's got to be bigger and stronger. And I'm also thinking it's got to be like some kind of mammal or something to stay warm. Like maybe it has hair or something. I don't know. I don't know how something that's so heat dependent could work in a cold environment, how you would make that work. And you can't just pull the Alien versus Predator and just ignore the fact that the Predator usually hunts in cold, hot environments and just say, oh, he's hunting in cold now, yada, yada, yada. You can't do that. It has to make sense, okay? It has to make sense. But yeah, that's the suggested plot. I'm really glad that the Burt Gummer's coming back. That character is coming back again. It's really impressive that they can keep getting that actor to come back again and again. That's not too common in a movie series. And I'm glad that he likes the role so much. Also, the main actor, the other main actor from number 5 is returning as well, which is cool. They're bringing back the whole dynamic from number 5. So hopefully they can replicate how good that film was. So all in all, I would say that this sounds pretty good. From the sounds of it, it's probably going to be on par with number 5, which would mean it would be a pretty good movie. So I am pretty excited about seeing it. And sure, I'll probably review that movie when I see it too. So yeah, I'll share the link with this video. And how do you feel about the Tremors series as a whole? Which one's your personal favorite? I gotta go with the original because it's awesome. But number 2 is pretty cool too. I watch that one constantly. So what's your thoughts? Let me know and have some fun and cheers!